Hello, welcome everyone to the Pet Love and Healing Show. I'm so happy that you're here joining us today. I'm really excited about our session today, our show today. It's going to be really cool. So, we're starting the Pet Love Show off in the new year a little bit later than I had intended, but we're going to have lots of live guests and do lots of really cool live demos and different things on our show this year. So, welcome everyone. I hope that you are having a happy and healthy 2023 so far. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Katherine O'Shea. I am an animal communication specialist and a Tao Healing Practitioner. So, I put those things together so that I could be of service to the animal companions and their people. I do this by receiving wisdom, guidance, and information by connecting to the animals on the soul level and receiving their messages and what they want to share with us. Using this and connecting to their guides, receiving information to support them in their physical health, their behavior, their relationships, and even those animals who have already transitioned. Hearing messages and anything that your animal companion wants to share with you can be so amazing and healing. And I realized this as I started to share this gift about 10 years ago. I realized how it was helping people and how healing it could be and how much wisdom was there to support the animals as well and their connection and their relationship. It's so beautiful to learn more deeply about what they need, about the relationship between the animal and the person, what they've come together to do, how they support each other, and so many beautiful things. So I use my abilities and tools as a practitioner, a Tao Healing Practitioner, to facilitate the positive change and shifts using source frequency and vibration and positive information to uplift the vibrational field of whatever is needed to present and bring this positive change. So I'm so honored for you to, so honored to be here with you today, and I'm very excited. So I'm going to ground a little bit, and I'm going to invite you to do that with me as well. And then I'm going to actually invite a very special guest that I have, Denise and her dog Daisy. We may or may not see Daisy. I think she's just chilling. But we're going to talk a little bit about this work and how Denise has found it and how it's supported her or what she thinks about it, how it's helped her, how it's helped Daisy. And then we're going to hear a message from Daisy, what she needs, how we can help her, and anything else she wants to share with each of you. So it's going to be a very exciting show today. Let us connect and bring this love and light to our animal companions as well. So I'm going to invite you to, if you can, put one hand on your heart, one hand on your lower abdomen. I'm going to put both feet flat on my floor to help ground me, receive that nourishment from Mother Earth. Let's just take some breaths together, visualizing that beautiful light. Make that source connection, whatever that means to you. Bring that connection into your heart. Now let's connect and think of our animal companions and the love that we have for them. That unconditional love they bring with them. Beautiful. Now we're going to take this connection a little bit deeper, and we're going to use a technique I learned and use in my daily practice of communicating and connecting to my animals at home and also all around the world as well. It's called the Say Hello. So we're just going to make this soul connection. You can follow along if you feel comfortable. So dear the soul, heart, mind, and body of, and you can name your animal companion. So mine are Mr. Ping and Moon. I have 2 dogs. I love you. Give lots of love. I honor you and I appreciate you. and maybe share a little message of gratitude to them. Speak from your heart. Thank you. So I invite you to connect heart to heart, soul to soul, to join us. We're inviting our animal companions to connect and join us for this session. And this connection is that one that you can't always see, but it's kind of like when you think of someone with your heart, or you're like, oh, I have to call someone real quick. Like I just all of a sudden have to call somebody, and you call them and they're like, I was just thinking about you. It's this connection we have, and our animal companions for sure have this connection with us. Whether we know it or not, they are masters at communicating through this frequency and vibration. This is how they really know so much information about what's going on around them, the weather, what time you're coming home, all of these things. All right. So I'm going to sing a little song, and we can deepen this connection. Then we're going to bring on our guest. So just even practicing to say hello, offering gratitude, doesn't it feel so good? Because they do so much for us, our companions. So I'm going to sing a little love, peace, harmony. It's a beautiful song. So you could just relax and enjoy this connection and love you share with your companion. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Beautiful. I'm giggling because I can hear my dogs responding to the music. Maybe your animal companions were responding too. They were like moving around. It was cute. All right, so I'm ready to bring on my guest. Denise Little is beautiful, amazing soul, someone I've been working with for a little while, and she just has had so many powerful experiences, and she's such a beautiful force of love and light. So I've invited her to come on and just share her love and light and whatever she wants to share with you. And then we're going to connect to her dog, Daisy. We're going to do an animal communication live and receive a message from Daisy for Denise, and then also for everyone. We're going to ask Daisy what she wants to share with humanity and receive her message. So stick with us. Don't miss it. If you have to go, come back and watch the replay. It will be here. Feel free to share this along with friends and family members as we welcome Denise. Welcome.
Hello. What a fun introduction. I feel
I'm
so special.
Oh, you are. I'm so grateful. Whenever I connect to you, you just have this amazing way of authentically sharing so much of your experiences and your love and your light, and your love for Daisy is just absolutely gorgeous. And so I wanted everybody to get to experience this. Um, so maybe you can share a little bit about Daisy and your connection with her and anything really you want to share with us.
Thank you, Catherine. I absolutely will. And I hope 9 times out of 10 when I'm talking to Catherine, there usually is some happy tears coming or sad tears. It all depends. And so let's just hope I don't ugly cry on this video. But Um, I started working with Catherine in the middle of last year with Daisy. I have a senior dog. She's 13. Um, she still acts like a puppy some days, and she's definitely aging a little bit. I talked to her. I listened to her. but I never realized that the connection and the messages could be even stronger until I started working with Catherine and Daisy started working with Catherine. And it's just been a beautiful experience. Having a senior dog, looking at the possibility of her not being here for a lot longer. She's 13, I think I said. So that was a heavy thought in my head until we started communicating a little better, and we're just making the best out of every moment that we have. She could be here another 5 years, knowing Daisy, she will be, but she is, she's awesome. She's, my pet. Um, we connect as sisters. We connect as mom and daughter. I'm not sure which order that is sometimes, but and I know so many people who feel that way about their pets. We used to walk, we still walk daily, but we used to walk quite a few miles daily. And now she can't walk as much. And one of my concerns when I was talking to Catherine is like, I just feel so bad. And the message came out was still take her for a long walk, but put her in a wagon. She just likes to be out there in nature as all of us do. And I was just like, oh my gosh, it doesn't have to be one of those strollers for puppies. It can be a wagon for, when she gets tired, I'll put her in it. And it's just been amazing. I haven't had to do that yet, but we've been looking. Um, what else can I say about her?
Well,
She
that's
is
interesting because even just that other perspective that she gave through the message, you heard that through a message, right?
right.
Um,
Yep.
it lifted so much of that cloud, that doom, that mindset of like, oh no, this we're gonna have to stop enjoying this together.
Yep.
I think that
And
was
one of the other messages is she gave me, and I'm proud that I heard her through my say hello, was she's always had really yummy dry dog food. And I just heard one day when right before she was getting ready to eat, that she wanted some water in it to make a little gravy. And who knew? And she has been eating it that way. And sometimes it's chicken broth, sometimes it's beef broth, but it's just a senior treat, for her. And I love that, she told me that. She also told me through Catherine that she likes ice cream a lot. So she does get a lot of treats. She loves her ice cream.
one of the most beautiful things for me to witness about your connection to Daisy. Well, first of all, it's just so beautiful. I mean, everybody can feel the love that you have, and I think
Mhm.
relate to that because so many people I connect to, it's like, they just knew when they saw their dog or their cat or their bird or whatever that was the one, you know.
Right.
And I think I remember you sharing that a little bit about Daisy. You want to tell us a little bit about when you first saw Daisy?
She came to us. She was a rescue, and there, my husband. I told my husband if we take one, we have to take two, and she was one of the two that we had. And she has been a Spitfire since day one. She climbed over the kennel we put her in. She escaped from her cage. She always wanted to be near me. Um, the connection. She was sick. She had valley fever years ago and was cured from that, or I guess it goes into remission maybe. So I was a little bit protective of her, and there is no need to be protective of her. She likes to wander. She likes to, she'll walk up to people at the park, um, real slow and real like that ant, that older ant that you try and stay away from. But she's just so, um, I don't want to say serious, but she's just so she can be a lot like me. I can be like that. And then at the same time, when I'm like that, she tries to get me to play with her squeaky ball. You know what I'm saying? So it's this fun connection. She's kept me active. I've kept her active. She wipes away my tears sometimes. We've had a lot of those moments, and it's just a soul connection that is just, I know a lot of people have it with their animals, and it doesn't matter if people agree with you or not. It's there, and it's just so amazing. It's so amazing to have those
It's
connections on that.
undeniable, isn't it? Yeah.
Undeniable. I
So,
really want to get her and have her come over here and see if
yeah,
she'll put her face on the screen. Can I move away and get her?
yeah,
Hold on one second.
yeah.
Come here, Daisy. Come here. Come
Let's see her. We all want to see her. Oh,
here. I almost fell. Oops. Come
be
here.
careful. Hi,
Here's my senior
Daisy.
girl.
Here, let me get out of the picture for a minute.
Here's my Daisy girl. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, say hi. What? Say hi. Oh, where's the girl? Where's the girl?
Hi,
Ooh.
Daisy.
Hi.
Oh,
Okay, she's done.
yeah. She's like, okay, and I'm done. Perfect. We're going to hear more from her in a little bit. That's
Okay,
so
good.
beautiful. Thank you for sharing her with us. So I'm curious, when we did a session and you heard a message from her, um, did that shift anything for you? To, well, like, how was did that? What was that experience like?
I think when I first met with you, it was a session, and then I took the course in the class,
Yeah,
communicating with your animals, and we were doing the same practice we just did with the heart, and I that's when I heard or felt like she was saying something about ice cream, and so you hear it and you're like, yeah, whatever. But then when I talked to you, like during the, when we all got back together and stuff like that, sure enough, that's what her message was. And I think it's just kind of like a trusting your own heart or your own head
yeah.
that you're hearing it. Um, when we just moved into a home um, in October, and so there's been a lot of changes for her being a senior dog to begin with, and she was having a couple accidents in the house, and so I did the say hello with her and just explained to her that I needed her job to be to go and use the doggy door. If she needs to wake me up in the middle of the night because she's unsure of the route yet, um, to do that, and never had another issue at all. So she never woke me up either, but she's, because she's older and I think her eyesight's going and her hearing, and so maybe there was some confusion, but we just talked it out. And I told her, that this, she can't do it in the house. It's a lot of extra work for me, and I need her to use the dog door, and she does. So it was
So
awesome.
amazing. The
It
say
was
hello, which is what we did in the beginning, but
right.
this what we share in the deepening connection with your animal companion course. It's what I was taught and helped me to really go deeper in my animal communication. It's so amazing when it works. It's almost seems like it's too easy and it couldn't possibly work. But when you put it into practice, it works. It actually honestly does. And not only that, for me, I felt this opening in my heart when you're able to like connect to someone and share something with them and work together and be in that harmony and flow. It's so amazing. I'll tell you, Mr. Ping, who you've met, which I'm not sure where he is actually. Ping, maybe he'll come say hi. So Ping's 9 years old. So he's been around this whole journey for me, and he was really the one who encouraged me to start sharing it. But about, I don't know, many years ago, when I was in my 20s, I got diagnosed with thyroid cancer. And so that's really when I went on the search for healing. And when I started using Tao Healing, this ability to communicate with animals came out really strongly as I healed myself. My need for medicine reduced, all these things started happening. But I needed to be daily taking medicine still. And I kept really forgetting, you know, to take it. And taking it consistently was going to help me continue towards that healing journey of not taking it at all. And it was just really hard for me. Um, so I did the say hello, and I asked Ping to wake me up every morning at 5 a.m. to take my medicine and to not let me go back to sleep until I do it. And he did. He
I
woke me
love
up
it.
every morning at 5 a.m. and he would stand on me and lick my face if I fell back to sleep. Like he would wake me up until I took my medicine, and then he'd go under the covers and right back to sleep with me. It's just so
It's
amazing.
so awesome. That's so amazing. Exactly.
It's so cool in those classes and when we all do it together and we're discovering it and learning it to hear those things. I had forgotten that that happened with Daisy, and I know you have so many examples of how you've put that into place, and each one of us has a connection to our animals,
Yep.
and you're right, we don't always trust it.
Hmm.
And I think it's so beautiful how you've opened your heart in the later years. Even it's hard because our animal companions don't typically live as long as we do, um, and so but there are unconditional loving steady right companions. So and we don't always know what to do for them or how to help them, or what they need, or if they're happy. That's the biggest question I get. People want to know if their pets are happy.
Well, and one thing that just brought to mind is my husband Andy. He has a different relationship with her, and during one of our readings, she stated how amazing, she was just in love with him. She loved Andy, and the clear message, when I shared it with him, their relationship has deepened. Now he's not the motherly cuddler and that I am, but his relationship with her has changed. And after receiving that message, hearing and watching the two of them together, it's just so special because it's like, you know, like I said, we're all enjoying whatever time we have left and whatever time, she's given us so much. And just even watching that relationship grow and change has been like, wow, it's been really awesome.
Beautiful. I love it. Well, should we hear a message from her?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's do it. And if you think of anything else you want to share, Denise, you can feel free to do that. I really appreciate you sharing kind of your experience because, as I've connected to people over the last 10 years all over the world, it's so amazing we can do it remotely like this. That's my favorite thing
Right?
about it. Yeah, it's really amazing when people have senior dogs, how it can shift that connection in the last years. And it's something that can be really hard and we know is going to happen, but when we can take and receive those messages and also just dive deep into, like, I just remember her being like, my life is amazing, are you kidding me? I've had the best life ever. When you know that they lived these full beautiful lives and love you so much, um, you can really just take this time you have with them as such a sacred gift. We know it is,
Yeah.
um, but there's something that shifts when you hear that message from them and when you get information on how you can help them and what they love and what they want to do, and that they love ice cream. Now you can give her ice cream.
Right?
Make her so happy.
One of the other, and I don't know if it's an issue for other people that have senior dogs, is the thought of possibly bringing another dog into the mix. Kind of like to be like not necessarily a puppy, or even though you might think of a puppy, to get some of her wisdom and experience and, show her the ropes and kind of thing. And so that happened to me, definitely. And working with you, Catherine, had been um, we thought about an older dog, younger than Daisy, obviously, but an older dog that could have fit into the mix really easily and did. And her reaction to it and her input for it was there and wonderful. But there was a little bit of guilt on me as the owner, or me as the mom, sharing. It was an intense little experience, and just communicating with the other pet that was here, for a little while. It turns out to be just really long extended visits, and it's been a wonderful relationship. And he loves Daisy when he's here. She, reacts like a puppy when he's here, and they sleep good together. They get a lot of attention from both of us, and it's all the guilt or sadness about any of, like, oh, I couldn't make it work. I just had some really amazing long weekends with him and
Yeah, it
long
works.
visits, and exactly. So it's been, that part of it's been really good too. So,
Oh, that's beautiful. And now she has a friend. It's like having a cousin. Like
right?
comes over for slumber parties, and then you still
Right?
get to be the only child when they go home.
She just can't understand why that other dog gets to get on the couch and lay on my lap. It's like she doesn't like it anyway. So,
All right. Well, beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah, it's just such an amazing journey you've been on, and I've just been really happy to be a part of it. So thank you so much. All right, is
well,
everybody ready to hear a message from Daisy? So we're going to ask Daisy to give a message to Denise. We want to know, she is an older dog, so we just want to check in with her. It's been a minute since we did. Since I did. Denise is now doing this on her own and receiving messages. It's so amazing to see you step into that confidence and really do the practices and everything to help you to open up that ability and to step into the trust of that and to make that connection. It's just, isn't it so amazing to receive the message?
it's beautiful just to, you can almost hear her say good morning to you. You know what I mean? And well, she
Yeah.
does, but other
Yep.
people might be able to hear it too.
Beautiful. All right. So let's just close your eyes. And I'm going to connect. So those of you who haven't seen me do this before or experienced this, I'm just going to connect using my spiritual channels is what how I say it. Um, I've had this ability. Um, I think a lot of us do. And it's evolved over my healing journey in my life. I also had a teacher that really, really helped me to bring this out, to align this, to purify it, so the messages can be clear and pure and everything, and teach me how to get out of the way as quick as I can so the message can come through. So she might show me images, um, might borrow my mouth to use my voice to kind of share her message. She might make me know things I might hear, like Denise said. Um, so we'll just see what gets shared. Okay, so let's close our eyes. If you're in a space to close your eyes and relax and just open your heart to hear the message, perfect. If you're doing something else, that's okay too. All right, let's give Daisy lots of love. So, dear Daisy, we love you so much. We appreciate you, and we're so grateful to receive your guidance, wisdom, and messages. Please share them with us at this time. Anything that you need or want to share with us, and what you want to share with humanity as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dearest ones, this is a message from the one you call Daisy. I love each of you with all of my heart. What I want to share is my compassion and love for each one who has had to and will have to say goodbye to the physical companionship of an animal companion. We all love you deeply. I know it can be difficult. We know this too. We love you to the end and beyond. we can still be with you and connect with you in your heart on the soul level. We cherish our time with you as you cherish your time with us. Releasing any guilt can really help us to have a smoother transition into the soul world. For we take our responsibility to make you happy very seriously. This is my message for each of you. Dearest beloved mother, sister, and companion, Denise. Oh, I love you so much. Girl, you know this is true. Our time together continues to grow in richness and beyond. I feel more connected to you than ever. There are times when I get a bit confused. This is part of getting older, and it's okay. Your laugh and the way you talk to me brings me back to center. It is not that I don't know who you are or where I am. It is just part of getting older. Thank you for everything you do. Keeping me hydrated is very important at this time. This is part of the message you received about the water in the food that you mentioned. You can give me a little more wet food and may want to consider a mild hydrating supplement for my water in the near future. I am happy and comfortable and oh so loved. Believe in yourself. You have come so far and will continue. How? And I heard, we will never be apart.
Wow. Whoa.
Thank you, Daisy.
That's sweet. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
How does that feel? Sorry. Everyone
Right?
cries. It's okay.
Oh my goodness.
I was also doing this. I
I know.
could
Bless
feel
her
the
heart.
it's so powerful. How was that message for you?
It was wonderful. And it was, I mean, that just, of course, it made me a little teary for the confusion and stuff, but that your voice brings her back, is wonderful. The message that she had for everybody, oh, beautiful. You know what I mean? And that's when I said like the older aunt feeling sometimes that she has this wisdom. That's kind of what I meant, and I'm glad she was able to share that. And I hope it helps. I hope it helps some people with senior dogs.
Yeah, I
But
think it really will. There's always a
that's
reason.
awesome.
Yeah.
Right, right.
And for you in the confusion, I mean, I think that's the reason she kept saying it's just part of getting older.
Oh yeah.
I think we experience it sometimes too. Like, wait, what?
Where was I? Yeah.
What was I doing? Let me walk back into the room. Um,
Right?
so that's how she was having me feel it. It wasn't like a total, like this kind of confusion. It was just a little
Yeah.
like,
I think it's like when she wakes up, like she'll be sleeping pretty heavy on her bed, and she'll wake up and kind of be like, okay, like where am I? Kind of a thing. So yeah,
yeah. So she just doesn't want you to worry.
yeah.
And I can give her a blessing to help her with that, to help her
Okay.
mind stay sharp and her to stay present and to help lift some of that fog. And I'd
And if
like to,
anybody knows where to get water hydration pills, that's
yeah.
kind of, I
So
mean,
what I saw was like a supplement. Like
okay,
you might look, I think they have it for dogs, senior dogs, cats. It's like it has some minerals and different things in it.
okay, okay.
And you can talk to your vet. Obviously, I'm not a vet, so but or you can just do some research and find it. I heard when she was saying it, it's like in the next few months, it might just be helpful. You just want to keep her hydrated
Okay.
um, with something just to you know that she enjoys to keep her healthy and happy, which is beautiful because that's exactly why you got that message to put that on.
Right. Oh,
Yeah,
so amazing. So amazing.
and she likes it.
I know. I know.
Makes her happy.
Yeah.
um, and even getting a lick mat and those mats they have that you can put, I don't know, coconut water on or freeze it, or my dogs love coconut water. Um,
Really.
it's really good for them. Yeah, I don't give it to them all the time, but it's like when I lived in Hawaii with Ping and we would be outside a lot. I have Chihuahuas. They love the heat, but they
Yeah.
really needed to rehydrate. So he would just like really love the coconut water. So
Oh, yeah,
just,
that's good to know.
and you can check in and practice using your
Mm-hmm.
abilities as well to trust your gut. Yeah. Are you experiencing any discomfort or pain? I'd like to offer you a blessing also.
My back, for sure. Um, with the getting older, stretching, I'm having a lot of issues with that. Um, our
Is it
walks
your
are
lower back?
pretty, yeah, and it's total um, strengthening your core. Getting that
Yeah.
with the legs and the sitting at work and stuff like that. In fact, yesterday she was probably waiting for me to get into the house from going for a walk. You know what I mean? I was just having a lot of discomfort, but it's a
Okay.
process we're working with. So yeah.
Yeah. And so if you had to give it a number on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most pain, 1 being the least, right now in this moment, where would you put the pain in your back?
Right now is probably like a 2.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to just see if that
Okay.
shifts the blessing. So
Thank you.
this is when I step into my practitioner role a little bit. And I'm a Tao Healing Hands practitioner. I've been certified for over 10 years, almost 11 years. Actually, it'll be 11 years next month.
That's
And I
awesome.
absolutely love it. Yeah. So what this is going to do is it's a transmission I have received, and it's going to turn on and it's going to radiate out to Denise and also to Daisy. It'll do both. No one gets less because they're both getting it. And it's going to bring in that positive source information, frequency, and vibration specifically for their requests and uplift the vibrational field of Denise's back and also Daisy's mind and her ability to be clear and not be confused. Um, we're just going to see what happens.
Great.
Okay. So, um, and Denise, you can close your eyes because I know that you sometimes experience and see and feel things. So you can allow that to happen and just also receive. And you can say hello to your back. So you can say, Dear the soul, heart, mind, and body of my back, I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. And those at home, if you have back pain or anything, or even if you don't, you can say hello to your back. You have the power to heal and rejuvenate yourself. Do a great job. Thank you. Okay, so the blessing's going to go to Denise and Daisy, but the splash or the flash will go to everyone. So you can also close your eyes and just see what you experience. Please share in the chat if you see or experience anything or get any messages. All right, so a Tao hands blessing for Denise for her lower back, and for Daisy. Silent blessing start. So the blessing continues. I'll just share a little bit about what I'm seeing. Denise, I see these beautiful like tubes of light coming down and into your back and along your spine. I also see for Daisy a lot of light coming to the spinal cord and the spinal column, bringing that nourishment to the kidneys that connects to the spinal column, to the brain. Lots of light going to her nervous system, to her heart, all the things that are connected to bring that clarity, that presence, that awareness, to lift the fog. I see that this will help her to sleep better and more soundly, give her more energy. And for you, I just see a clearing happening in your lower back and also up to the middle of your spine. Lots of light coming in, the message of trust, love, and even trusting your body in movement, in aging. It's bringing in a rejuvenation and also releasing this message from your mind, the mindset also of, this message that can be like, it's getting older, so this is how it's going to be, and really allowing that healing and rejuvenation and ability your body has to heal yourself to come in. I also see a lot of light coming to your stomach, your spleen, your earth element, really bringing in that message of trust. And it's grounding as well. How means perfect. Get well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now hands can rest. The blessing will continue. Do you feel a clearness in your throat? That's the message I got.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Well, when you said something about the spine, like I could feel like I want to say strings, but you said tubes from like the center of my spine, kind of like angling out, and I could just feel like whether the energy was going up or coming down, I don't know, but I could feel that, And then, yeah, when you just said something, I was just like, that's weird. But yeah, I can feel some, you know, I don't know, I feel good.
Good. And so where's your number at? Is it still at a 2?
Oh, I can't feel anything right now. Like it's kind of like a pressure. Like if I sit for too long, it's kind of almost like spasmy kind of thing.
So you can
And
feel
I'm
the
moving all over the
sensation.
place. Oh yeah, I can feel I'm moving all over and it's like, oh, it's not hurting. But the
Yeah.
trusting piece of, trust your body. That's awesome. Like the little strings, I could see that and that's what I was seeing in my head. It's, like the
It's beautiful. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, lots of nourishment. This is why I love Tao hands. How long's that blessing? Like maybe 3 or 4 minutes?
I
And
know.
and you had a 2, which pain is pain, you know? You
Yeah,
had a
yep.
level 2 pain, and now you don't have any. It's
Right,
so
right.
amazing.
And
And
it's only because I'm sitting here. Is it a level two? You know what I mean? Last
right.
night it was at a 10, and it was just ridiculous. So
Yeah. Would you be able to get up and walk a little bit and see if it shifted at
oh
all?
yeah,
And when I say the power of Tao hands, it isn't me. I'm just facilitating. I'm just the vessel. I'm not taking
no, it
credit.
definitely, yeah, it definitely feels much better, and like sitting down doesn't do that impact, kind of thing. So
Beautiful. Great. I'm so happy for you.
I love that.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for
Oh,
spending
thank you,
this
Catherine.
time with me today. I appreciate you sharing your love and light with everybody. I think you definitely have helped and will help some people who will watch this. Um, everyone who's had a companion has gone through a version of them getting older or whatever. So I think it's helpful to talk about and to know that there's support and connection and everything. And I would be happy to support anyone who's going through this. It's a lot of the sessions I do are around this. One time I remember I was doing a session with a woman. Her dog was getting close. He was much older. He was getting close. You could just tell. And so she wanted to know what he wanted, if there's anything he wanted to do or experience. And it's funny what they ask for. But he very clearly showed me this image, like I was under a glass table looking up at like a glass, and he told me it's lemonade. And he said, I want to try lemonade. Um,
Oh,
and I was like, I was pretty new to this, like sharing this, and I was a little like
uh-huh.
reluctant to actually say that out loud. And I heard, no, you have to say it. And I was like, okay. And I said to her, he wants to try lemonade. And she kind of really had an emotional response to that. And she said to me, I drink lemonade every single day. And,
Oh,
I didn't have any idea. And, she did try to give him the lemonade. He really wasn't very interested in it, but it's just making that connection that
hmm,
something she loved. You don't drink lemonade every day if you don't love it, right? Like you like lemonade if you're drinking it all the time or frequently.
right, right.
It's making that connection to something she loved and him wanting to experience it and sharing that love with her and just knowing that he even knew that was what was going on and that's what one of her things was. And so it was something, to take with her even after he was passed. It became this special connection for her.
Right, right.
That lemonade. So it's just truly, you never know what they're going to share. It's just absolutely the wisdom and love and what they know and what they share is just, I'm always in awe. So thank you, Daisy, for doing the hard work today and sharing your message. And thank you to everyone who watched this. Feel free to share it, watch it again, reach out if you want to be a guest, if you would like to hear a message. You can also reach out to me and send me, let's see, send me a message here at soullightpetservices@gmail.com. You can also check out the services I offer. If you want to learn more or book anything with me, you can go to my website, soullightpetservices.org. And just say hi in the chat if you're watching this. I know that we appreciate you, and we're so grateful to have this time together. So thank you so much, Denise.
Thank you, Katherine. And I just want to tell your audience, you're not going to regret it if you connect with her. She's amazing with Daisy and with everything she's taught me. And I just can't say it enough. It might sound silly and it might sound everything, but if you love your pet animal, you know that you would love to have communication with them. And it's amazing. So reach out.
Oh, thank you for your kindness. And it's truly my honor to connect to anyone, especially the animal companions. So, all right, everybody, have a good day. We'll see you next
Thank
time.
you, Katherine.
Thank you, Denise. Bye, everyone.